This is your announcer, Chuck Blandington, welcoming you to the first Metal Injection Livecast bonus Patreon of 2021. Today, we are very excited to open the Livecast Meme Hall of Fame. We are slightly less excited to announce Alex Skolnick has been hired as the hall's custodian. Sadly, he was the only person who applied. Better than nothing. The Metal Injection Livecast starts now.
And his refrigerator is still running. Welcome to the Metal Injection Livecast Patreon bonus for January 2021. We made it to 2021. You made it to 2021. And we're here with you to take a look back at the glorious 12-year history of the Metal Injection Livecast. And, you know, we've noticed that some of our patrons, are newer fans and might not understand the origin of some of our most referenced material. And so we figured, why not just take a look back and look at some of our most famous memes, our Hall of Fame level memes. So thank you for joining us. It's Rob here with Darren, Sid, and Noah.
Hello.
And first off, I do want to say thank you so much for being a patron. It means so much to us that you enjoy the show so much that you want even more of our talking and you want to like look at us. So thank you. We really appreciate it.
I'm stunned by how many positive comments we get on our appearance. I never would have thought that in 10 years prior.
I'm not stunned.
I'm so glad I don't read the comments.
I don't mean I don't mean that in the sense that we're ugly or something. It's just I didn't think that'd be something people cared about that much, you know?
See, the way I take it is that they're just surprised. They expect us to be ugly. So then that we look normal and they're like, oh, you're not like swamp trolls. Cool.
You're making me not feel as good about this as I was a minute ago.
I just don't
I'm the
like
cooler.
people looking. I just don't like people looking at me.
So you should put a mask on.
I
You can
do.
put one of those filters.
Hey, you have new filters. Sid's thinking of trying one later.
Yeah,
Uh,
maybe.
Yeah.
We'll see.
He's definitely not trying one right now.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Not at all. I'm fine.
So what we're going to do is we're going to go back to some of our most famous and some not as famous memes. And we're going to explore them. We're going to revisit them, watch them again like it's the first time. And some of these, it's been really long time since we've seen these clips, right? Like,
Yeah.
And
They were
also,
born.
and also it's crazy to me how old some of this stuff is. And I want to start with one of the biggest memes on the show. You know, let's just dive right in with the Iron Sheik. Now, the Iron Sheik has been a meme in my life far longer than the 12 years the Metal Injection Livecast has been around.
You're a 7-year-old baby.
Right. The thing about the Iron Sheik with you is, you know, everyone knows he was tag team partners with Nikolai Volkov, which is you. I mean, that tag team is you, Iranian and Russian.
That's exactly right, Darren. Of course, my mom is from the Ukraine, at the time, Russia, and my dad is from Iran. So that team was my representation in the world of pro wrestling. So I always had an affinity for the Iron Sheik. And then later in life, when he was way past the age of actually being able to perform in the ring, he got a second life as a personality, as a commentator of sorts, through his shoot interviews, which are just interviews done with wrestling websites that would be, you know, they wouldn't be in character. They would be take you behind the curtain. And Iron Sheik's interviews were just him cursing people out, essentially. And I feel like, Darren, you and I, and Sid as well, we would share these videos even before you know, that we even started doing the show.
100%. Just share them with each other and crack up.
And honestly, I vividly remember, Darren, you and I, we would just be quoting him so much once the show kicked off. And me personally, I remember thinking, like, I remember having this problem, like, you know, I wish we could introduce the Iron Sheik on the live cast, but what does he have to do with metal?
Imagine those simpler times when we actually cared whether we talked about metal or not.
And like I was just like, oh well, people won't even know who he is. And Darren, you were the one that were like, well, let's tell them who he is and explain the genius of the Iron Sheik. And so this is, I think, the clip that made him most infamous. It is a shoot interview with RF video.
What does shoot interview mean?
Well, as I just mentioned, it is a interview that takes you behind the curtain. It's like an out of character interview where the person talks about what actually happened behind the scenes to make certain things happen. Although go ahead.
Iron Sheik is only one character. Like there's no out of character for him. He
right, that's
that
fair.
Guy, so,
but you're right. He's in character, but he's also revealing things about the business like that you don't talk about when you're at work, I guess.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly. That's a great way of putting it. Durinsky.
And RF in the RF video stands for Rob and Frank, right? It's what you guys did before Metal.
No. We
listen. Don't tie him up with RF video. That guy had some serious problems. That guy wound up. He had a pedo scandal. Like he got Chris Hansen.
Oh shit! I had no idea.
Rob Feinstein. His name is.
No.
Rob.
Different Rob. Different Rob.
Just making sure.
Okay, so here's the video. You guys see it?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
See, I shake it. Never come on.
Now, also, I want to say this video was uploaded in 2007. I feel like this is even older than that.
Oh yeah,
this is over. It's crazy to me. This is over 13 years old.
It's like 04-ish. It's like the birth of Metal Injection.
Yeah.
But my thing about this that you're in for a roller coaster by just the sheer delight he has in looking at a beer. He's so
happy.
He's the happiest man on the planet just looking at a cold beer that he's ready to drink.
That's how you know it's good. He loves the Heineken, I remember.
I also want to say that this video is now the legal age of consent for Rob Feinstein.
Fair.
Almost too old for him.
I shake it. Never come on. It blows up. Because it's good cold beer.
So in love. He's in love with that beer.
I'm not Hollywood bullshit Hulk Hogan. Right. I'm the rare. You're real.
No, this is an iconic line from the Iron Sheik. And again, now for people who don't follow wrestling, and I feel at this point now, everyone, even if you don't follow wrestling, you know the narrative of the Iron Sheik. The Iron Sheik was the champion before Hulk Hogan won his first world championship, Hulk Hogan being arguably the most famous wrestler ever. And Iron Sheik was the man that he beat to become the world champion. And some would have called Iron Sheik a transitional champion at the time between Hulk Hogan and the previous champion, Bob Backlund, because Bob Backlund held the title for about 6 years. Iron Sheik won it, and then 1 month later lost it to Hulk Hogan.
There's an interesting thing I want to quickly say, too, which Iron Sheik talks about in another video, not this one, where he says that one of the other promoters of that time offered him like $100,000 to, when he was supposed to lose to Hulk Hogan, just legitimately beat the shit out of Hulk Hogan, break his legs and take the belt and go to that promotion and never lose the title and walk in with that belt. And he said, no, I will never do this because I have integrity. But fuck the bullshit, Hulk Hogan. Looking back, I should have fucking done that. Fucking jabroni, motherfucker.
And that person, by the way, is another livecast meme, obscure livecast meme. The person who offered them the $100,000 is the Vern Gagne.
The fucking Vern Gagne.
Wow.
Yeah, I have a
for AWA.
I do have a drop of that's mentions Vern Gagne. Do you guys
Let's
remember
hear it?
Sure.
Yeah.
Vern Gagne fucked this guy's grandmother.
That's it.
By the way, yeah, go ahead.
I have no idea what I was saying or who I'm referring
Oh, well,
to.
I know what it was. The reason that Vern Gagne is a livecast obscure meme if we do a little memorial right now, the Vern Gagne is he was in an old folks home. He was like in a assisted living facility in his final years, and he had dementia, and he got into a fight with somebody and killed them by body slamming them and thinking that he was in a wrestling match. And so your joke about the Vern Gagne was from that conversation about how he killed a guy in an assisted living home.
It's all coming back to me now.
It wasn't coming back to Vern Gagne though.
Yeah, or any other wrestlers that have that CTE thing.
Oh,
All right.
he just had the 107 years old thing. I'm not sure he had the most boring like headlock matches. I don't think he ever experienced it.
Yeah, he got over CTE in his 50s. This is like a whole other thing now.
All right, let's get back to Sheiky Baby.
Champion. All American gold medal.
All American?
Can I interrupt and say something too?
Yes. You
so
can
this
interrupt
is-
as much as you want there.
This is his whole thing, which he's been saying for like 20 years, which is that Hulk Hogan's like real American. He comes out with the American flag and all that stuff. And but the Iron Sheik, like Hulk Hogan's a fraud because the Iron Sheik was actually in the Olympics and he has a real fucking gold medal. And he is the real champion, not like as in a way of saying like not in fake wrestling. Like,
Yeah.
that's the only way you would beat me.
That's right.
Has he ever fought against Kurt Angle? They ever have like a
The
Olympic off?
Sheik?
No,
Hulk Hogan did.
Yeah,
Is Hulk-
Sheik was already too old to fight Kurt Angle.
Is there like a Royal Rumble appearance? Maybe no.
I think they crossed paths because Kurt Angle expressed respect for Sheiky Baby because
Respect
Sheiky was I believe actually Sheiky was not allowed to wrestle for the Iranian Olympic team, and that's part of the reason why he fled the country. And then Vern Gagne was the one who like sponsored him and got and how he got on the American Olympic team in the Minnesota.
Oh, nice.
But Vern Gagne actually thought he was Eric Estrada. So that was
What?
All right, let's hear a little more of this.
a big celebrity match. It's Super Cade. Or whatever the
I
fuck.
want to know, are you the man or are you a fucking piece of shit? No good motherfucker.
Another legendary quote. Like there's so much like unbelievable, like no good motherfuck it. I can't tell you how many times I use that phrase in a day,
Very
like
handy.
unknowingly, like just no, that no good motherfuck it.
See, the thing is, in my like life before hearing these clips, I used to always, when I'd be mad or whatever, I might say, "Wow, what a piece of shit," and I still do. But now it's with an Iranian accent.
100%.
Yeah.
You're a piece of shit. Chats with an A. Piece of shit. Jabroni. I can't just say piece of shit anymore. It's
No.
impossible.
He took cursing people out to new heights, to heights they've never been seen before.
Are you the man? Or are you a fuck?
Oh, is that Sid?
Oh, stop it. How
Oh,
dare you?
no. What a bird.
To
Okay,
be
you're allowed
fair,
to give-
I did think the same thing when I saw it.
Go back a
Blurry
little. Just
video.
go
What's
back
his
to
name?
the beginning.
Eric Sims, I believe, is his name.
Oh,
It's-
that's not the pedo?
No.
Oh, thank
no.
God. Whew.
Pedo was a
No.
youngish guy at this point. He was like a self-starter kind of guy. Like
Yeah.
he did this whole thing like when he was in his 20s or whatever.
Yeah, I think even early, like as a late teen, he.
Did
He
you ever do
started
any web
this.
design work for him, Rob?
No, we never crossed paths like that.
Lucky
That's
for
why-
you, they might have taken your hard drives too.
Well, Rob was like 15 at the time he was doing those web gigs. I mean,
Yeah.
Rob Feinstein might have tried something with him.
Oh no.
I was probably a little too tall for him.
Yeah, that's
Oh.
true. You didn't project, even though you were.
Oh
15.
no, this is
What?
this is the guy, by the way, Rob Feinstein. This is who we're talking about. But all right. Anyway, enough about him.
This is wait. The reason I wanted you to go back is so I can set this up. Like,
Okay.
the agent is calling him to tell him he has a gig tomorrow, and that's what you can't really hear on the phone. But that's what he's going to respond to.
No, it's the opposite. Isn't this the drug dealer says that he could come
Drug dealer?
tomorrow? Look, because
Probably the same thing. His agent.
and by the
probably
way,
is
do
his
you
drug
have any
dealer.
medicine for him as the graphic set?
Oh, okay. Sorry. I've been living a lie.
Fuck the tomorrow. You know fucking I'm come tonight. Fucking bullshit.
Wow. Like every little segment of this is like just iconic
Yeah.
Sheikisms that we take for granted now.
I guess
No
that
way,
makes
it's a-
sense. Go ahead, Noah. Sorry.
It's a part of our daily vernacular.
Yeah.
I guess.
Tomorrow, come on.
Fuck! I guess it makes sense because he would never get that mad about anything except not having weed like when he
Yeah.
needs it. like
Right.
coke.
I think it was Coke.
Fuck! The tomato. Like, can you imagine it? The maid called. She's not gonna come to your crib. Okay. Fuck the tomato.
Fuck the man.
I told you to fucking clean my oven tonight. Fucking bullshit. It would never happen. It's all about.
Now I'm just picturing the Sheik using an oven, and I can't picture it. Like, do you think he makes his own food ever?
I told Chris Benoit, I come to the Georgia. You set the oven to the fucking 350. You put the mozzarella sticks in the side. You heat it till it's crispy brown on the inside, golden yellow on the inside, brown on the fucking outside. But then you killed the fucking baby Daniel. He never get to eat the fresh oven baked mozzarella sticks.
You put baby Daniel in the oven with the
He
mozzarella
put
sticks.
fucking baby Daniel in the oven, motherfucker. You're a motherfucking jabroni. Hockey talk, man. You should have killed your fucking damn self in the oven. Instead of killing your fucking kid.
I mean, I feel like we need to bring up the baby Daniel clip too.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
actually.
coming. Let's get plowed through.
Well,
this.
let's get this. Yeah, let's
finish
get
this one.
This
yeah.
might be a whole Iron Sheik episode. Actually.
Yeah, we might actually. We have a lot here.
Superflaw, you are good. You are the best.
Look at
But
the
you
anger.
know, shooting wise, I beat the fuck out of you.
I love how with shooting, he's talking shoot wrestling, like real wrestling, but he does the gun shooting, shooting wise.
Yeah, you sure are? Maybe he means he's gonna pistol whip him.
Yeah. Look, let me go back. Look.
If only Sheik was there, he could have stopped the Snooker from killing his girlfriend.
Oh no! Oh
You know, shooting wise, I'll beat the fuck out of you before you rape that fucking girl, motherfucker. Yeah, shooting wise, shooting means talking about the business, like we said, but it also means being real in the ring, like you actually hurt somebody.
like shoot fighting as opposed to like not play fighting, but you know, like kayfabe,
Right. It
like
basically
wrestling
means
fight.
it means not pretending, whether you're talking or whether you're fighting. You're not doing the wrestling, the fakeness of wrestling.
Right.
But you know, shooting wise, I beat the fuck out of you. Brambler, you are a punk motherfucker piece of shit. You are fucking fuck.
Oh no. Some of this doesn't hold up as much as the
Well-
other, but also
But we know he's a maniac. It's not like we're
Yeah.
defending what he's saying.
also Brian Blair, what a career resurgence he had just by Iron Sheik cursing the fuck out of him.
Didn't Brian Blair run for governor or something?
I think something like that. Yeah.
State Senate.
fucking job in WWF because you suck, Hulk Hogan, dick, and you fucking suck.
Did he
Hulk
just grab
Hogan
himself?
ass.
Yeah, he had to punctuate that
See,
point
this
by grabbing his
sometimes-
own dick.
He's
You
a Mexican.
suck, Mr. Hulk Hogan dick.
Santana is
Also, though, how respectful. Even he's cursing at Hulk Hogan, but he calls him Mr. Hulk Hogan.
Mr. Hulk Hogan. I think he's being sarcastic. It's a Mr. I will never call you the fucking Mr.
Or maybe
Except motherfucker, sardonically, motherfucker.
a Mexican. He's okay. Better than
Oh,
nothing.
you got to back that
Better
up.
Better than nothing.
That's a classic one.
Another legendary one.
than us. Tito Santana is a Mexican. He's okay. Better than nothing. Better,
Nothing.
Better than nothing.
So
Quote
be-
after
Like
quote.
better than not having.
Not having an
Nationality?
ethnicity. Yeah, like not
Yeah.
being just white. It's better.
Yeah.
He's not Iranian, but he's still a brown person, so he's better than nothing.
All right,
White people are nothing.
that's fair. That's a
That's
drop. Also,
Boss is a
That's how
piece
I
of
always
shit.
took it. I'm proud of that. joke.
No good motherfucker. Jack Robbins, you're no good motherfucker. You didn't have balls. You take your fucking 8-ball of coke over the border. But I take it for you. And we get over the border, and you just give me a little bit of fucking your coke. You didn't split it. You didn't split. You didn't
can't
give
say
me
split.
half and half.
Look at yeah, he's like way hammered at this point in the shoot interview. Like this is definitely deep in the interview.
You can see that they edited these together like chronologically, so he's getting
Yeah.
more and more ripped as he's talking. But I love that part where he can't say the word split. It's like not a complicated word, boss.
he has
It's like
to settle
It
for half
is.
and half.
Split like
half
think-
and half is harder.
Yeah.
but like split it requires so much tongue use because first is it's the S, it's the S, and then you have to maneuver your mouth to do the P, and then maneuver it in a completely different way for the L. These are 3 letters right next to it. Split. It's hard.
Iron Sheik, how do you feel about the word split? That fucking word is a jabroni. No good motherfucker.
Jack Robbins, you're no good motherfucker. Fucked under a child. Another piece of shit, no good motherfucker.
He's like bipolar now.
People come ask.
Look at how faded his American flag do-rag is here. Too.
All the
Oh my
sweat and
God.
acid that comes out of his head.
It was brand new at the beginning of this interview.
For him, for autograph section. He tell the people, no, get the fuck out of here. And he's supposed to be babyface. And he tell the Mark, no autograph, get the fuck out of here. Since that, he was not giant. He was a piece of shit, no good motherfucker, French Canadian piece of shit.
He's not
faggot.
kidding.
Dan Muradi is a no good motherfucker piece of shit. He's a liar. He's a son of a bitch.
I love how he rolls his R with the liar. He is a liar.
He's a liar. He knows no other way. R's are that. There's no R that doesn't roll.
Let's go back a little bit. I want to hear that again.
Dan Muradi is a no good motherfucker.
This is Roddy
piece of
Piper?
shit.
Marty Piper? Is that who he's talking about?
Is that Dan? Yeah, I guess so. Because I was like, who's Dan Roddy?
Yeah.
Damn. Oh, maybe he means Dan Maroni.
No.
Shit. He's a liar. He's a son of a bitch. Randy Savage, you're no good son of a bitch.
He's still alive.
But
though.
it's still I love you. So we had the marijuana and we had the coke. But Nicola, no good son of a bitch.
This is
Give me a break.
When you guys would ask me if I would fuck a wrestler, it seems like the interview is just like throwing out names and he's just responding.
Yeah.
And he just calls him a no good son of a bitch.
Yeah.
This is the same. This started out. This segment was Iron Sheik. Would you fuck any of these guys? And he just answered, "No, he's a son of a bitch. I wouldn't fuck him. He didn't even give me a little bit of coke." Fucking Dan Roddy, I'll never suck his dick. Tila Santana, he's cute. He's better than nothing.
Okay, break time.
Oh, wait, hold on, hold
Give me a
on.
break 10 minutes. I don't want to talk about it.
Okay, break time.
I don't want to.
Call him one more time.
No, I can't. He said not to call anymore.
Huh?
He said not to call anymore.
Fuck him! I talk to him.
He don't want it. He don't want you to call.
No. You call him, I talk to him. You call him, I talk to him.
We already did that. He don't want.
No. You call him, I talk to him. Hey, man. You tell me you come to the New Jersey. You have A to the Z for me. No, you cannot show up. You are a piece of shit, no good motherfucker. Don't laugh at it, baby.
What about Larry Zabisco? What are your memories of Larry Zabisco?
Fuck the Larry Zabisco.
You don't like him? Okay.
This whole
What about
thing
Ted
feels to
DiBiase?
me like one of those like casting couch porn videos gone
Yeah.
wrong.
I was gonna say, yeah, there's something weird about this.
Like at what point does the interviewer bust out a dildo and wave it in his face? Like that's like,
Sheik, how old were you during your first sexual experience?
do you have a boyfriend, Sheik? Does he know you're here?
It is Rob. It is
What
Rob
kind of panties are
Feinstein.
you wearing?
It is Rob Feinstein. Maybe he gets
Yeah.
to that eventually.
Fuck the Ted DiBiase. Fuck
Go back.
piece
You got to
of
play that
shit.
in sequence. He's just firing off names, and he just says "fuck that guy." That's all that is. What? 2 in a
What
row.
about Larry Zabisco? What are your memories of Larry Zabisco?
Fuck the Larry Zabisco.
You don't like him?
You don't like him.
What about Ted DiBiase?
Fuck the Ted DiBiase.
I think he doesn't even remember
piece
half
of
these guys. He's
shit.
like Vern Gagne.
Dusty Rose. Bellbox, you're no good
Barry
motherfucker.
Bonds.
Nicola, you're no good son of a bitch.
Nicola.
Cheap Jew Russia. Son of
There
a
we go.
bitch. You're no good motherfucker. Almost I go into jail for you. But you are another fucking jackass, no good motherfucker.
I like that
no
once in a
good
while he'll
mother-
sprinkle in a different insult just to keep you on your toes. Like,
Right.
whoa, he's a jackass. What?
He does when he gets drunk. He like really leans on this the classics.
Yeah.
You know, like
I do have to say, it's been a while since I've seen this. This is just as funny as the first time I've seen it. It's so
It
good.
really is.
Fucker. You're a cocksucker motherfucker. I can beat the fuck out of you with one of my little finger. You're no good motherfucker.
It wasn't his little finger.
Fuck you, piece of shit. You're no good motherfucker, piece of shit. Carol, you're a gold digger, no good son of a bitch.
Gold
But
digger.
another little fucking punk piece of shit.
Who was the gold digger?
Gerald Briscoe, maybe, I think.
I thought it was Jr.
I don't think he knows JR. I don't think he worked with him. Oh,
does
maybe,
he not
maybe,
know?
yeah, I guess probably in.
I think he was tougher than Orange Sheik.
Also,
said
do you
go
think not
fuck
knowing a person
yourself.
would stop the Sheik from calling them a no good
That's
motherfucker?
that's
Come
a
on,
fair
now.
He
point.
might know some, heard something about him
Yeah.
or whatever. Also, Jr. was in WWF before he ever went over to NWA. I think, right? Like in the old days.
No, he started
Really?
with Bill Watts, JR.
Oh, okay.
You are a fucking punk, piece of shit, Canadian, no good motherfucker. You want to call him now and tell him you're a piece of shit?
No. Tomorrow.
Oh,
Tomorrow. We got to finish the tape first.
okay.
Okay. We got...
Hey,
They're like
don't
holding-
Don't fucking interrupt me.
Sorry, Sheik. They're like keeping him hostage to get more content, and like, no,
They're
tomorrow you'll
smart.
get the coke.
He's been there for 19 hours at this point. This is just like stress torture. Stress positions.
A little bit of coke.
He's already sobered up twice and been made drunk again.
I'm not gonna talk anymore. I'm done now.
All of the clips from our Rihanna and Iron Sheik song come from this.
So
too.
far, good, right?
Yeah, good. Good
What?
stuff.
Natural.
Right. Shooting.
Natural.
Right.
Beautiful, like legendary. And then I think this is the Baby Daniel thing.
Oh, yeah,
That's
yeah.
not bullshit. That's a shoot. Right, what you mean? That prick. Shit, man. See, you try to talk comedian, that's your style. But my style is different.
Yes, you're
Fun.
serious. You're serious.
Of course, I
But it
have
works-
to be.
But it works. It works.
No. There's comedian, babyface, or comedian heel, they don't dry a dime. I'm a real serious.
Oh, this isn't the
heel
Baby Daniel.
or babyface. I'm not jabroni, I'm not comedian.
But he does get to it.
You're another jabroni. For short period, you was okay. But Hulk Hogan,
For sure.
you cheat your wife, man. You
cheat
fucked
your
the
wife.
girlfriend of your daughter. You have sex with daughter, girlfriend. What kind of fucking man you are?
Who's Dora
Hulk Hogan,
Gelfand?
alone,
That's his daughter's friend, Dora Gelfand.
I
Oh,
heard
like-
Mikey Bibble.
Yeah, Dora Gelfand was fucking Mikey Bibble. That's Bubba the Love Sponge's real name. Mikey Bibble.
Darren, you've
Darren.
Oh, Darren, you're involved in this?
But Hulk Hogan, you cheat your wife, man.
Cheat your wife, man.
Why?
I love that like Cheech and Chong delivery. You cheat your wife, man.
Hey, man. That's why Vern Gagne thought he was Eric Estrada.
Friend of your daughter. You've had sex with
How did I get in this?
daughter, girlfriend. What kind of fucking man you are? Hulk Hogan, what's go wrong? Come back wrong. You break my heart, man. You tell Jimmy Hart, my first manager in the Tennessee, King Jerry Lawler, you tell Jimmy Hart, take your Sheik baby
so
now,
much-
King
baby.
Jerry Lawler up there, sorry.
Can you get to the part where he says baby Daniel?
Yeah.
It might not be.
Hulk
this.
Hogan.
I don't think this is the one. I got the wrong clip.
Okay.
There
Hold
is
on.
no wrong clip.
Are they?
You have to search the Chris Benoit. It's when he's with the hockey talk man.
No, are you wearing overalls?
Yeah.
Man, you really went country. Look at this.
Well, they're like, whatever. It's for Luke Harper, who passed away.
Oh,
Oh, that's nice. The nice tribute.
R.I.P.
I made that up.
All right, so there's a few clips. They're kind of long. Oh, which
Well,
should
let's
we?
just stick to our memes. This we could play on the actual show.
Well, no,
there's-
this is the Baby Daniel one. I think.
No, there it
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
Look, this
one.
the second one.
Yeah, I think
This
that's
one.
it.
Man, Sheik really goes into hotels with strange men a lot.
What kind of fucking man?
Yeah, this is it.
Oh yeah.
Seven
That's right.
years old, man.
So okay, so again, a little bit of context. Chris Benoit, wrestler, was very famous. Infamously, I should say, killed his wife and his 7-year-old son Daniel, and then killed himself, and then he strangled his son to death, and suffocated him. And so here is Iron Sheik, who lived in the same town as Chris Benoit.
Strangled his wife.
And they were acquaintances. They weren't I wouldn't say they were friends, but they would run into each other. So here he is talking about the situation.
He was 7.
7 years
He
old.
was a neighbor, right? And what was it?
By the way, that's Salvatore Sincere in there, just egging him
Oh,
on.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Yes.
Marietta?
Another wrestler.
Yeah, Fayetteville.
Your name and 5 minutes from each other. 2 weeks
I also
ago.
like you can tell that he's been screaming a lot because his voice is so hoarse.
Yeah, this one. Well, this is probably they're just in a hotel after like one of those meet and greet kind of fan fests, I'm guessing.
I saw him in there.
Oh my god.
Scranton, Pennsylvania.
You need to mash that up with Mike Francesa going. This is like a gift from the past.
What do you call it?
Scranton, Pennsylvania.
No, not a skirt.
Richmond, Virginia.
No. Another one.
You were in
Webster.
Wilkes-Barre.
Webster.
Webster? What?
Close enough.
That's where Dora
You were
Gelfand lives.
Webster.
Wilkes-Barre.
Webster.
That's what I said.
Webster, Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Wilkes-Barre.
Wilkes-Barre, Philadelphia, he says.
Hey, it's like Wales, Australia.
Yeah, it works.
Chris come to me. He said, Sheiky baby. I'm a
By like Sheik himself originated the Sheiky baby meme. I love that too.
No, but everyone
He
called
said,
me.
Oh yeah, that's true.
He said, Sheiky baby. I'm alone, son. I'm alone. And we are neighbors. After 15 years, Chris Benoit, I teach you. I come the tape it that film in the Webster, Pennsylvania. to tell you and all your students how to do the exercise. And you tell me, Sheik baby, I'm alone. And your name, give me your number, I call you. I give my number to the Chris Mom. Chris said, I'll call you to come see me. That was the last time I saw Chris. And I heard Chris killed Daniel. Chris killed Nancy Sullivan. How can I be normal after that? I said, fuck, man.
Sheik, don't worry, you weren't normal
You're
before
the
that. either.
greatest. You're the best. You killed the Daniel, 7 years old, and you killed the Nancy Sullivan.
I love that he calls her Nancy Sullivan, even though she's the Nancy Sullivan, even though her name at this point would be Nancy Benoit, because she's Chris Benoit's wife. Sullivan was her ex-husband's last name, Kevin Sullivan.
Well, maybe she kept that name.
Fucking man, you are.
I mean, he's
break
saying Pennsylvania. You think he's gonna have any consistency?
I didn't get a chance to come see you in the face, man. After 5 minutes.
I think there's a better one.
From each other.
Yeah. Well, the other one is this one with the three of them yelling.
Yeah,
we could just
that's
scan.
it.
We could scan through it. Sorry, let me lower it.
You should have killed your damn self. That's where that one comes.
His hat.
I'm sorry, Eric.
This shoot interview, folks, if you really want to go down a rabbit hole, is one of the most chaotic things I have ever seen. These three guys will say whatever for a buck, and they go ham.
Show them. You never remember.
Okay, Rob, what was that?
What are your thoughts on the Chris Benoit tragedy?
He obviously had, when I met this kid, he was 140 pounds. He was a really,
140
really
pounds.
Small kid. He was so quiet, so mellow.
Like, we don't need the serious answer, right? We could just scan through.
Minor.
Yeah.
I think he had some.
Yes, I would.
There was no sign of a stroke.
Get to when Sheik talks. That's when it's interesting.
Yes. Look at the difference in tone immediately.
Hunky, I love you.
Hunky.
Hunky. Imagine saying that like without any irony, just like he means it so purely.
He sounds like
No,
Punky
but
Brewster's
he meant
father.
He meant honky in like a derogatory way.
A racial slur. Punky. That's what I thought of.
Perfect. How can I kill my son, Daniel, 7 years old? Christmas Mom, I saw you 3 weeks ago in the West Valley, Pennsylvania. You told me, Sheik,
Looks like
come
it has
see
a
me.
potato body.
You told
Little
me,
tiny arms.
Sheik, give me your number. I give you my number.
You have to give Sheik credit. Like, he's cutting a promo right now. Like, his cadence is really good. Like, the way he's like there's a musicality to his delivery. Like,
it's better than anything WWE did in 20 years.
Like, his passion is really, really coming through. Like, you know what? Like, all kidding aside, you can tell like this is something that genuinely hurt him, which is completely understandable. And like the passion with which he's delivering this is incredible.
He's got the same mustache as Sid.
You killed Daniel.
Fighting my style.
I understand why you killed Nancy Sullivan. But remember, Chris Benoit.
It is really also impressive how he can just turn it off and get serious. But remember, Chris Benoit.
It's just
When
the
I
only
s-
way he knows.
I'll meet you at the WrestleMania 2. Fuck you up.
You told me, Cheeky baby, I'm Levison. I live in Fayetteville, Georgia, 45 years. Chris Benoit lived Fayetteville, Georgia, only 15 years. Chris Benoit, how can you fucking kill the Daniel? Daniel was 7 years old. I don't mind you kill Nancy Sullivan, but how can you
You
kill
don't mind?
You Jack quietly sitting there thinking of all the 7-year-olds he's murdered. Like, man, if she found out about my shit.
Oh man, I hope I don't lose my friendship with Iron Sheik. He's against child killing?
I guess I should cancel the appointment we had later.
I love that he says Chris Benoit has a lot of heat with him. He's dead. He's dead, Sheik.
He's got a lot of heat where he is.
Okay, and then
Eventually, I ended up leaving the motherfuckers to keep.
I don't know. He's talking.
I ain't been convicted of choking no hoe and killing her and killing a fucking kid. No, the kid didn't deserve to get killed, and she didn't deserve to get killed either. Because first of all, you look at him. If the bitch mouth is
Okay, I think that's. I think that's the rest is just New
That's
Jack.
basically what he says is you should slap her around a little, but don't kill her. That's his whole. I've heard that.
So
I'm not kidding. That's not a joke. That is actually the upshot of what he says there.
Of course, all this sheiking around led to me meeting the Iron Sheik, and it was a reunion because I do want to share that I met him as a kid. He came and did. So at the end of the summer, I of course lived on Brighton Beach. At the end of the summer, there would be a street fair all along like the half of the neighborhood, and and over the years they would do these signings in the mid 90s with like these like forgot about 80s legends. And I just remember one year I didn't go, and my dad came home and he was like, Rob, you gotta come. There's a wrestling signing and it's the Iron Sheik. And I remember what happened was my dad came to him and told him that he was Iranian, and Iron Sheik instantly like loved him, and they talked, and then literally Iron Sheik just came around the table, and as we're taking this photo, you'll see he's not looking at me, he's cutting a promo about how Iran is number one country and all this stuff, and he was just totally on it. It was such an amazing moment. And then of course I met him all these years later to do this video.
And the first question you asked was, "Hey, do you remember when we met 18 years ago?" Every
the Chris
Punisher
Farley
asks.
show.
I did not say that. I did not.
you getting fixed of the middle section.
Metal section.
What a life this guy has. Every interview he does, he's on a bed.
In a
He's so
hotel.
comfortable.
So there was a roast, Darren, which I believe you went to in Caroline's, a roast of Iron Sheik. And so he was in town for that. And he had since dumped the agent that looks like a shit that Sid took.
Oh, thank you.
Because that guy was very,
that guy was his agent?
yeah, that was his agent, Eric Sims.
Oh, I thought he was like a RF helper guy.
No,
There was
that
like production.
no. He was a wrestling agent, but like he was a really scummy guy, and just taking advantage of Sheik. So then Sheik hooked up with these Iranian Jews, the Mangan Bros, and so they became his management, and that's when like
Megan.
Oh, Megan. Yes,
Yeah.
Megan is
Megan
Megan is
different
something
name.
else.
That's a
I'm
different
sorry.
piece of shit.
Come on. So but they actually like completely
I love Jose Mangan.
they completely made his career. Like they set up his social media presence, and they created that documentary, which is very, very good, Sheik, which I believe is streaming everywhere. So I was able to secure a quick interview with Sheik Baby. Junkies, Rob here, honored to be with the legendary WWE Hall of Famer, world champion, the Iron Sheik.
Make it louder.
Thank you.
Oh,
so
that's
much
another. Ha,
for
puh.
taking some time to talk with us here on Metal Injection. You have a lot of fans in our audience, and they're very happy to see you today. How are you doing?
I'm doing super excellent, and Robert, and since I'm here, everything good. And
Pause it for a
I'm
second.
very happy.
So it seems to me like the Iron Sheik has been shrinking over time because that metal got bigger.
That's a good
It's
point.
the same metal, right?
Yeah.
Also, he was so much more subdued. Because this is the real Sheik.
made it from Georgia.
Can you make it a little louder?
City, Atlanta to here, and my agents, Megan, was very happy and good to see you also because I heard you're the father Iranian and pleasure to talk to you.
He loves Iranians. He loves it.
Pleasure to talk to you as well. I wanted to get your opinion on some of the bands that we talk about on Metal Injection. So just let me know what you think of them. I don't know. You might not have heard of some of these, but we can just go and you can tell us your opinion. Okay. We'll start with Motorhead. Lemmy and Motorhead, of course, do Triple H's theme. What do you think of the Motorhead?
I respect the Lemmy because they smoke the kush and they are one of the best.
And of course, Fozzy with professional wrestler Chris Jericho,
Oh,
a colleague
no.
of yours. What do you think of Fozzy?
Oh, Fozzy, Chris Jericho, he is one of the best. He's great. But if he get smart with the Iron Sheik, I'm going to sure make him down and do something to he respect the Iron Sheik. And also, I'll make him to he even get Ebola.
And what about the Prince of Darkness, Ozzy Osbourne? What do you think of Ozzy?
Ozzy Osbourne, I saw you on the TV once, sir, with your that fucking dark glasses. You are look like fucked up and drunk. And same thing, your bitch wife. If she get smart with me, I can beat the fuck out of her too.
Ozzy Osbourne. Ozzy Osbourne.
Yeah, it's a different Ozzy. That's why he didn't get
I
sued
think
for
that,
that.
I said Ozzy Osbourne.
Ozzy Osbourne. He probably thinks you asked about Donny Osmond.
Yeah.
Fan of Ozzy Osbourne. All right, let's keep going. What about from WrestleMania 3, Alice Cooper?
Alice Cooper, I saw you on television. I'm confused a little bit. I don't know you are good or you are bad. But don't fucking get smart with Iron Sheik. Otherwise, you can go fuck yourself.
And what about a legendary metal band, Judas Priest?
Judas Priest, you look like Rob Thomas. I really like you.
And what about one of the greatest rock bands ever? What about Kiss?
Kiss, you have a sex more than anybody, even with opera. I like you.
And what about the
I
biggest
like
metal
you.
band of all time? What about Metallica?
Metallica, you remind me my good friend Honky Tonky Man. I really like you.
And you know, Iron Sheik, there was a rumor that Hulk Hogan was going to play bass for Metallica. Do you think Hulk Hogan would make a better bassist than he would make a pro wrestler?
Oh, fuck that guitar and fuck that Hulk Hogan. He wasn't nothing in the wrestling next to Iron Sheik, and he gonna be nobody there next to that is fucking guitar or whatever bullshit he do.
All right. Well, that was the Iron Sheik's opinion on some of our favorite metal bands. Maybe not so much some of Iron Sheik's favorite metal bands. Thank you so much, Iron Sheik, for hanging out with us a few minutes. And make sure to check out the amazing Iron Sheik documentary, Sheik. Thank you, Sheik. Any final words?
Thank you, Robert. I want to say hello to all my friends about my documentary. God bless you guys and have a good day. Fuck the tomorrow!
Bless.
I also want to say, because this was like around, I think, the same time, but the Iron Sheik, when I got married, was nice enough to write a congratulatory tweet. And he tagged my wife, intelligent lady, the Jennifer, get married tomorrow. I'd be happy for her and her husband, no. I break his fucking neck, he not take care of her. That was very nice of him.
Oh,
Bless his heart.
yeah. So how long did that that looked like it took a few minutes to make that video with him, but how
Yes.
long did it actually
Did
take?
you have to like explain who the bands are to him?
Yeah, so I'll give you a behind the curtain thing.
Yeah.
Like his manager was kind of hyping him up and telling him like how to roast each artist. He didn't know who the fuck they were. He
Okay,
was like,
good.
but he was like he was he was into it. But yeah, so that and then he was just hanging out and just getting ready for that roast thing. After a while, I was like, all right, we should probably let him rest or whatever.
He didn't nap.
But what was funny is as we were leaving, it's like, oh, Nikolai Volkov is coming up. And I was like, oh my God.
You're like a kid in a wrestler candy store.
So I mean, like, I feel like we could play Iron Sheik clips all day. There's so many that, like the one on the public access show, where where he doesn't have his teeth in yet. Like, I think that was also a big, like, where he's just cursing out Brian Blair.
Well, what about the Kermit the Frog one too?
Oh yeah. Okay, hold on. That I do have. Just the beginning of it is the highlight.
Do you remember like how hard we were laughing at all of this when we first heard it?
My cheeks hurt now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello, folks. Kermit the Frog here with the legendary Iron Sheik. Hi, Sheiky.
Oh, hello, Corbett. How are you, Baba?
Corbett.
Not too bad. I kind of remembered how you accosted me at the last show, though.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was a little bit upset and mad.
Okay.
I was upset and mad, Corbett, but I'm okay now, Baba.
All right.
I'm sorry about that. I love you that
So
time.
I'd like to ask you a little bit. How did you defeat Hulk Hogan in that match a long time ago?
You know, Corbett, Baba. Everybody knows. I was a champion before the Jabroni Hulk Hogan, Corbett.
Corver. He turned into Kyle Corver from the NBA.
I bet you that Sheik has an extra pep in his step because there's a man leaning like right underneath the table.
Right.
No, Noah, he thinks that's an actual talking frog.
I know, but he also knows that there's a man leaning there.
Just independent of the frog. He just thinks there happens to be a real live talking frog and just randomly a guy.
Just a man kneeling before me.
Corver, I love to talk to you. You're my favorite frog. But why this man down here? He wants to suck my dick, motherfucker.
Otherwise, the Jabroni Hogan never can beat me, Corbett.
Corbett.
He never says Kermit's name wrong the same way twice.
Yeah.
Corbett, Corbin, Corver.
Where did we get grasshopper dick from?
Okay, so yes, this is
one year to 1987, WrestleMania 3, the Pontiac Silverdome, Pontiac, Michigan. Over 93,000 fans. You teamed up with Nikolai Volkov to take on the Killer Bees, and that's where your feud began with Hacksaw Jim Duggan when he interfered at the end of that match. What was it like to be in that massive crowd?
You asked me excellent question. The great feeling all time I had all my life, Mr. Dan Maloney. It was that night, Pontiac, Michigan, Silverdome.
He didn't put his teeth in.
This was the OG clip. This was before, I feel, the RF video one that actually, yeah, you could see 2006. Maybe that was 2007.
I want to point out, going back to something we said before. Now, this clip has replaced in my vocabulary saying "good question." Whenever I want to say, wherever I would say "good question," I say, Dan Moroni, you asked me excellent question.
There are so many times where Darren and I are chatting, and he'll ask me, I will respond, excellent question, Dan Moroni. Like it's totally ingrained in my lexicon now.
Play that back, please. I just want to hear that one more time.
It's so wild hearing the origin of these things that I say over and over again.
The great feeling all time.
To take on the Killer Bees, and that's where your feud began with Hacksaw Jim Duggan when he interfered at the end of that match. What was it like to be in that massive crowd?
You asked me excellent question. The great feeling all time I had all my life, Mr. Dan Maloney. It was that night, Pontiac, Michigan, Silverdome.
His name is Maroney with an R, right?
Yes, sir.
Then Maroney.
And that was a great honor, great feeling to wrestling next to 93,000 people. No any musician, no any football player, no any sport event in your country sold out. Madison Square Garden. I mean, Pontiac, Michigan. Except wrestling. It was a great feeling, Dan Maloney. Try wrestling with Jim Brunzeller and that jabroni Brian Blair. Brian Blair, you are another faggot son of a bitch. No good, low life. So I want to let you know you are punk. You are fag, you are punk, little gay, worse than Michael Jackson.
Worse than both
It
of
was
them.
great feeling. I have a lot of respect for them. His partner, Jim Brunzera from Minnesota, great athlete, great high jumper, but that little punk, Brian Blair, another little fag,
Brian
worse
Blair.
than Michael Jackson. And I didn't like him. I didn't like his attitude. He was a punk. I can break his fucking back. Break his back, make him humble, and then fuck his ass. I didn't do it in the Pontiac, Michigan.
Wow, that RF video clip didn't have any break his back, make him humble, which is one of the most iconic Sheik lines.
I think he says it during the, but you just they cut it out stupidly.
Because respect my sport and respect Mr. McMahon.
You were a professional.
A professional. Otherwise was ready to do it to him all country way.
All country way.
Suplex him.
The
put
thing
him in
is-
camel clutch.
He's always saying homophobic slurs and all that, which I get it. That's like his lexicon. That's just the way he talks. He's a bigot, whatever. But
Well, I
he's
think I
always
ju-
he's
Sorry.
always talking about fucking asses, though.
Yeah.
Like fucking men's
Projecting.
asses.
It's like a prison dominance thing. It doesn't make him gay.
Yeah, I think at some point somebody must have told him to cool it with the fag stuff, because he stops doing that. Like this is the only interview where I hear that.
It's an RF video saying.
Oh, the RV says it? Oh, he says it once. You're right.
Yeah,
But
remember
you're right. But I think like after this period, he stopped. Like he hasn't said it in forever.
Yeah, he had to be weaned off of it. It was like, okay, it's 5 times a video to 4 times, and you work your way down.
He had to be weaned off of weaning.
Yes,
They
exactly.
probably gave him a lobotomy.
Oh,
A second one.
Then fuck his ass, make him humble, to he respect the sport and respect Mr. McMahon.
Old country way.
He hasn't said
Otherwise,
grasshopper dick yet.
was ready to do it to him, all country way, make him humble, suplex him, put him in a camel clutch, break his back, and then fuck his ass, make him humble, to he respect the RNC. And I didn't do it because for the God and Jesus and Mr. McMahon.
Could you imagine the
You are
trauma
no
of
good.
someone breaking your back and then instead of calling the hospital, he fucks you, he rapes you? Could you imagine how devastating that would be? Think
Old-
about what this man is threatening.
That's the old country way. I don't think I ever heard him say grasshopper dick. I think it's always in print on his tweets. I don't think he's ever said it.
You are worse than Michael Jackson. I'll never respect you again. And then he was lucky.
You can always tell what's going on in the news when he's.
American 2x4 hacksaw. You was lucky, punk. I didn't break your back to fuck your ass, make you humble. And he was lucky.
Guys whose asses he
Hacksaw
wants
Jim
to fuck.
Duggan come save
That's
him.
not very sporting of
I
you,
didn't
Sheik,
break-
to like break the guy's back first. Why don't you give him a fair chance to not get his ass fucked?
Yeah, right?
To break his back first, so he's paralyzed.
He
The
probably
rape
has
is
a
what
thing-
should break his back.
Right.
If you're doing it right.
Right. That's the correct way. That's
Yeah.
the real old country way.
He probably just likes really curvaceous backs.
We also didn't get to God bless his mother. God bless
Oh,
his
man.
father.
break his back. You know what I'm talking about? Because I'm a shooter, man. You're a punk. I respect
And again
you,
with the
partner,
finger guns.
Jim Brunzella. I never respect the gay. I never respect the fag. You are worse than Hulk Hogan. And you're lucky I didn't break your back and had to come save you.
That's what country way.
That was a great feeling to wrestling 93,000 people, and you was so lucky to the hacksaw come save you before I break your back and I do all country way to make you humble.
It's like that's the name of the movie.
And besides that, everything was great.
Oh my god.
Besides this guy whose ass I had to fuck after breaking his back and paralyzing him.
Everything other than that.
All the bones that scratched my while I was fucking them.
all right. I think that's a good amount of Sheik, right? Like we can always revisit Sheik. There's 4 other clips that I found that I'm like, oh yeah, there's this one too. But I think we could move on. Thank you, Shiki Baby. Where would we be? And of course, you
Like
could.
years of content.
Yeah, you can always go in our archives and find all of our Shiki Baby content because it's there. It's definitely there. And let's see, what else do we have here? So what should be our next dive? Because we spent like an hour just in an Iron Sheik clip. So
I
what
guess
should
we
we do?
did Darren's background. Let's do your background, Rob.
All right. Let's do the iconic Douglas Levison. Also, it's crazy to think how long ago this clip popped up in our hearts and in our minds. 7 years ago, trumpet fight. So how did this all happen? Just on one of these New York blogs. We just sit, or I believe send me a link like, hey, check this out. And it's just some guy heckling a street busker for being awful at playing trumpet. And the video is just called Trumpet Fight. Right? That's it.
Which is also the name of Noah's favorite jazz metal fusion band.
Yeah.
All right, so here it is. Here it is.
Sound like it.
No, that's not it. Here we go.
I just see the grasshopper dick.
Yeah, we're not really looking at the right screen, Rob.
Oh, my apologies.
Shared the wrong screen.
Go home and practice, Rob.
We're gonna break your back and make you humble.
All right.
Then fuck his ass.
Here we go.
Yeah, stop. How dare you ruin it for everybody else? Get out. No, you go.
You go.
I'm not going anywhere, shithead. Get the fuck out of my neighborhood. Get out.
Now, I just want to say, like, we've all been there where we wanted to do this on a New York street, like, or in a subway, right?
He's a hero. He's a hero.
I was gonna ask, like, Sid, is there a part of you that like wishes it was you doing it?
See, the thing is, I relate to being annoyed with people playing horrible music in public, but I can't relate to wanting to eat your lunch out in public. I think I relate less to that. So I'm more anti-Doug, because why are you eating your lunch outside? It's like you're asking for it, really.
He's an aesthete.
Yeah.
You don't like eating outside, Sid?
No al fresco. I don't like al fresco.
I always wondered if someone was playing good music out there, would he have enjoyed it, or would he just look down his nose at anyone playing music because he thinks he's better than everybody?
I think he would have walked up to the guy and still been like, I walked Bob Dylan to the stage, but like he would have said it softly. But
He just wanted to get that out there.
Yeah.
That's excellent. Okay.
Okay. All right. Let's get back to the clip then. Let's get back to this iconic moment in New York history.
Everyone knows someone like this guy.
Can you turn it up a little bit?
It gets louder too. Though.
I'll work it. You guys let me know when it gets
Ride
a
the
little too
game.
loud.
You're a mediocre piece of shit. You can't even play. You suck. I've been playing 41 years. You suck. I'm a left-handed guitarist. You suck. No! No! No!
I just want to point out the other guy's like, okay. And his response to the guy going okay is no.
You're not okay.
Oh man.
You go. Get the fuck out. Fuck out.
Oh. Oh, he's like ready to hit him.
Did you see that little hop he did? He's so that's like
side shuffle.
That's like the type of hop that Bobka does when I'm like holding a treat. You know?
He's like Super Mario getting a coin or something.
Hop.
Another funny thing about this that's very subtle is the trumpet player is trying to taunt him by leaning in and playing in his face, but missing all the notes. So they're kind of confirming what Doug is saying.
Yeah, like there's what I love about this video is there's a huge element of truth to what Douglas Levison does know what he's talking about. You know?
He's Mark B. The point is correct. It's the delivery that's awkward.
And then the trumpeter called him a Jew bastard.
Well, in the defense of the trumpeter, at least he's like in a nook somewhere. He's not like in the middle of where the people are walking and playing.
Right. In the trumpeter's defense, where can you really go to practice trumpet? You got to go somewhere. Obviously, his wife doesn't want him playing at home.
Yeah.
Kick him out because he sucks so much. How are you supposed to get better if you can't practice?
Go to music school like I did.
Wasn't he busking?
Yeah, well, fuck that. Well, who busking? Who like I'm supposed to be happy with that? Fucking that's another word for annoying me.
Trying to earn some extra cash.
Well, look, he's practicing. His gig bag is open anyway. You just leave it out. If someone wants to throw some coins in, they can.
I'm just like, look, if I see the guy, I don't go and yell in his face. But I would not be sad if every busker stopped busking tomorrow.
Oh,
I'll be
why? God forbid there's some culture in this.
I'm not going to go to the extremes of Doug Levison and go shout them down. Of course not. But I could do without it in my life.
I thought you were going to say, but I could shout them down.
So I don't want to have the argument, but he's not wrong.
Go to a studio and rehearse.
It just seems like something.
Oh, this is what I was saying. He was just like, look, I'm trying to rehearse. He's like, go to the studio.
Good.
Does
He's
anyone
right.
can afford studio time?
Yeah, how can he afford? Is Douglas going to pay for his studio time?
I mean,
Or does he have any connections?
But does that mean that you go out in the street and do it though?
Where would you go?
In your house?
But like his wife doesn't want to hear it.
Fuck.
His neighbors don't want to hear it.
Marry someone who supports your music.
That's fair. That's fair.
The neighbor has to put up with it, but you know the neighbor doesn't have to put up with it, but the people in the street do.
Well, you don't have to stand on the street. You can keep moving.
Now you're victim blaming, Rob.
This looks like a midtown. This looks like a midtown. Like a part of the city where it's not like anyone's on the ground floor. And these types of buildings have soundproof windows anyway.
It looks like a federal building.
Yeah, it's fine. Like this does not look like a residential area where he's practicing.
It just seems like something. Well, there's something very arrogant about Douglas Levison, and at the same time, there's something very arrogant about. It's something about assuming that everyone wants to hear your shit that you're playing.
That's one thing.
Wait, but how do you know that? No. He's just practicing.
Yeah, he just needs a place to go practice.
I don't think he's practicing.
He
Like,
doesn't.
People want to hear me. It's
Yeah.
just like, I just need somewhere to practice.
Doesn't he have the thing open with the money? Isn't he collecting money?
Well, to be fair, the thing with the money is not open right now. Here, I'll get the clip back on the screen. You'll see here it is. Do you see my mouse?
It doesn't matter if he's practicing. I can still hear the music being played. What's the difference? What the intent is?
But like, why are you just standing on this block? You can keep moving, right?
I guess
Who,
lots of
Douglas
people stand
Levison?
on lots of blocks. Oh, you mean Doug?
Yeah.
Well, that's where I think he's being unreasonable too. I mean,
Yeah.
he could just walk away. I
Yeah,
agree.
The thing that undermines Douglas Levison's case here is that his shrieking voice sounds even worse than the trumpet. So he's only making it worse.
I think it's a tie.
Okay, fair.
It sounds like a trampoline.
At least Doug is funny.
Yeah.
You're no talent piece of shit. You told you not to tell in order that everybody around you what they want you to not. Get out.
Like let's examine this for a second, right? There's 100,000 of those fucking trumpeters all over. But we've gotten 10 years of comedy out of Douglas Levison. All right, who's more valuable to the ecosystem?
Oh, absolutely.
Of course.
I'm here 14 years. I've lived in this time my whole life. You're a disgrace. You suck. How dare you? I'm like 3 blocks down.
Okay, now the trumpeter is walking away.
Who the hell do you think you are? Who the hell do you think you are?
This I didn't realize how much of a one-way argument this is too. Like the guy's not even engaging him. He's like walking away. He doesn't care. Like go away. And and Levison is so riled up he just can't.
It's definitely overboard. He's obsessed.
You any kind of artist? Anybody know who you are? Maybe everybody else wants to enjoy the peace and quiet.
I also want to point out how close he is to the camera person, and he completely fits in the frame. In this portrait iPhone frame, like full body, and he's like right next to the camera guy. This is before the wide angle lenses too.
This is a guy I mean, we all four of us have grown up and lived in New York our whole lives, and this is like so many people. He's just emblematic of so many people that live.
He is so New York, yes, 100%. And also, as it goes on further, all of his bragging points. Everybody in New York knows somebody who happens to be famous, you know. So just the random name dropping, it really ties it all in.
I want to say that he fits into the frame because he's missing a couple of vertebrae.
Yeah, it's just really strange.
He's very squat.
There's some form of like osteoporosis going on.
He's a hunchback, I believe.
And like honestly, I gotta give props to the trumpeter because like he's so strange looking. Could you imagine being confronted with this person for the first time in your life?
Very scary. Very scary.
What would you do in that situation?
I think I would do what the trumpeter did and just sort of stand there quietly and take it all in.
I would have yelled back at him.
Maybe I'd swing the trumpet at him. I don't know.
I mean,
if I'd have yelled back.
I guess it depends what he's arguing about because I wouldn't be playing a trumpet. You know what I mean? It'd have to be what is he addressing me with?
Yeah.
What was my grievance?
You're playing a shofar.
I wouldn't be doing that either. I'm playing clips of Chevrolet Corvair, baby.
You're umpiring his softball league, and he didn't like a call you made.
Oh, in that case, he's gone.
He's in your face about it.
Lost.
Douglas
just in
Levison is
the
one
crowd.
of the few. He's one
There's
of the
no
few
way he's
people that can play catcher while standing.
Yeah,
So
and he's
good.
got no strike zone. So how can I even call a strike on him? 3'7". Maybe that's why I call the strike zone, strike right in the middle, and he got how could I have a strike zone? I'm 3'4".
The White Sox tried that back in the day. The guy drew a walk. Eddie Goodell.
No relation.
Anybody know who you are? Maybe everybody else wants to enjoy the peace and quiet. This is one of the most important places in all of North America. Who are you? Who are you? You miserable, presumptuous, no talent. You're no artist. An artist respects the silence. It serves as the foundation of creativity. You obviously don't have the talent. You don't.
Like what fire he's spitting right here. Like, whoa.
It's like he prepared the speech.
Yeah. Like,
This is the moment he's been waiting for.
like I want to know what Douglas Levison was doing immediately before this. Like what was going on? Like how was his day ruined where he had to take it out on this guy?
And what's in the bag? I bet it's like a half-eaten stinky tuna fish sandwich.
Yeah,
That's what was ruined.
It's a fucking it was a Lenwich.
I guarantee he was at the library and his microfiche got caught in the machine. So pissed off.
Don't take it out on the trumpeter, Doug. Come on.
Who are you? You miserable, presumptuous, no talent. You're no artist. An artist respects the silence. It serves as the foundation of creativity. You obviously don't have the talent. You don't have enough respect for yourself or other people, or what it is to express yourself.
This
In
is a
music,
Shakespearean
we're in the form
moment.
of creativity.
This rant was the basis of the movie Whiplash.
He has a little acid reflux here for a second. Hold on. Do you see that? Hold on. Here it comes.
Or what it is to express yourself.
Oh, there it is. A little burp.
I thought it was. I thought he choked back a tear. To be honest, he's getting emotional.
We're in the form of creativity. And I'm an NYU film school graduate. Sucker. And the School of Visual Arts. And the Academy of Art University in San Francisco. You suck. You're a no talent.
Trumpet.
Yeah,
It's so funny how he like bounces when he gets really mad.
I love it.
Definitely looks like he has some titties.
Yeah, there's a lot of misshapen things going on. But the good thing is the New York thing he does is he just does a long rant and at the end appends on something else. He's like, I woke up till 1978. Who are you? That's a very, very New York thing. The who are you just comes at the who are you?
You know what?
Boston what?
You know what he makes me think of? Like when you're playing Mario Brothers and you squash one of the Goombas and then they like walk away.
He's a
It looks
squashed
like he got
Goomba.
squashed.
Yeah.
You suck! You're a no talent! If you really had talent, go practice and then get yourself a gig instead of ruining the end of the day for everybody down here. You disgrace! You're everything that's gone wrong in this world. You are self-consumed. No.
I do want to say this is very cathartic because I've absolutely wanted to yell these things. to People that would come on the subway to play, especially when they suck and they're a disgrace and they're no talent hack. And it's everything that you're saying, Darren, which is like, how dare you like have the nerve to come and interrupt my day? But I think that's a different scenario because like I'm trapped on the fucking subway. Like you're coming on like it's just a random block. It's a little different to me.
I
But
agree. I would walk away too if I saw. I'm not going to stand there and yell at the guy, but I do think there's some level of presumptuousness there. Like, why do you think anyone wants to hear this?
Right.
Even
Nobody
if
wants
you're
to
good, even if you're good.
Yeah.
I think it's presumptuous.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Like I want to like let me choose what music I listen to.
Thank you.
In public. But anyway, I just wanted to get that out because this part is like, yeah, like this is a face promo here. This is Mark B like level promo. Which, by the way, I think Mark B needs to be in the Hall of Fame episode.
Two men enter, one man leaves.
Imagine a tag team of Mark B and
my
Douglas
God.
Levison going around cutting the bullshit in New York. I want that reality show.
Is there one chance, any chance they could do any physical activity without dropping dead immediately?
No.
It's like a weird version of the movie Twins.
Yeah, they're both Danny DeVito. They're literal twins. They are twins. It's the Danny DeVito in a dual role.
A gig instead of ruining the end of the day for everybody down here. You disgrace! You're everything that's gone wrong in this world.
I mean, look at that bag. It's like filled with
no
air.
talent.
How is
I
it
was
so
about to
piece of
say
shit?
he's holding it so tight that it's like a bubble.
It looks like there's papers in it.
Gotta go back. That's the best line of this whole thing.
You gotta go, yeah. Like this whole part is.
I'm sorry. I just never noticed how he's holding the bag. Looks like a balloon.
And I'm an NYU film school graduate, sucker.
He's got the head of another trumpeter in there. That's what's in the thing.
It's the head of Levy Kletsky, another.
He played the trumpet. That's where he went wrong.
And the Academy of Art University in San Francisco. You suck. You're a no talent. If you really had talent, go practice and then get yourself a gig instead of ruining the end of the day for everybody down here. You disgrace. You're everything that's gone wrong in this world. You're a self-consumed, no talent, mediocre piece of shit. And I've earned my right to say it. Okay? I had 200,000 people who worked there. In 1975, I walked Bob Dylan up on stage. Who the fuck are you? I knew the Grateful Dead from 1966. Who the fuck are you? You nothing. You nothing. You are nothing. And you will
So
never
much
be anything.
credit.
Never.
So much credit to the guy holding the camera for holding it still, because I would be fucking trembling.
Yeah, like you don't even hear his like heavy breathing from like if it was me, you would hear.
I'd just be shaking the whole time. This guy's got a steady fucking hand. Great cinematography.
I mean, I wish we knew who he was so we can send him a thank you card.
It's Bill Mack. Bill Mack. Right?
I thought it was Dan Maroni. 4.5 million views.
Wow.
How dare you?
2 million are ours.
How dare you? You miserable, mediocre nothing.
What is he doing? Who's he calling?
So
911.
delicately
Shame
taps
on
his
you.
phone.
You crack, stupid little smile. You little pimp. Go learn to play. Go learn to play.
Hold on, my medication's ready at Rite Aid. I just got an alert.
I want to say he's blown up. He's blown up. He's at a loss
Oh,
for breath from how much he's yelling. Like, look at how heavy he's breathing now.
He's just
Subtitle.
imposed all of this stress on himself.
I love when
Yeah.
he does that
He only
little
hurt
face.
himself.
He knocks the guy's face. Like, look at your face.
Thing. And you will never be anything. Never.
Oh, I got a text.
How dare you? How dare you?
That's what Darren was saying is his prescription.
Miserable, mediocre nothing. Shame on you. Crack, stupid little smile. You little pimp. Go learn to play.
Him calling anyone else a little pip is incredible.
You
But
can't even carry a fucking
I
note.
said pimp.
I don't care about your little.
No, pip, P-I-P.
PIP is an insult?
Well, in this case, I guess.
I thought he said pimp.
No, I don't think so.
Pip. It's probably like an old timey from like back in the day when he was in NYU.
Yeah, or like School of Visual Arts.
Pull and lip. It doesn't mean that you know how to play. You're flat. I'm trained classically. I'm trained contemporaneously.
Contemporaneous.
You suck. No. No. No.
He could only handle 3 minutes of that. Then he was like, all right, go away. Bless his heart.
So that may have gone on. The guy just like ran out of
Yeah.
recording space or whatever.
And clearly there was like a preamble before the video started rolling
Yes.
that started the whole
Right.
thing.
I mean, thank goodness we have this video.
Someone in the
Wow.
comments said this guy looks like the human I drew when I was 2 years old.
And then there was a follow up, right? Like someone tried to call him.
Yeah, well, they pranked him and pretended to be someone interviewing him about his fame, his.
Right.
But they just asked him stupid questions, and he gets mad.
I wonder if he's still alive.
Oh wow, there's a new interview with him from last year. It's 1 minute. So we gotta like just look at this still. Like really, I just want to make sure I'm sharing the right window. Yes, here we go. Look at this.
Oh,
look at how
my God.
adorable
He
he
looks like
looks.
my aunt.
Oh,
Look at this little cheek. This is what a perfect shot.
Jesus.
that's definitely his house, right? Or like the nursing home he's in.
Is he using a
No.
hairbrush as a microphone?
Oh my God.
What is happening?
That can't be.
What is going
This
on?
is in the date. It says it's 2015. So
Wait,
is
just
that
a
is this
minute.
from last year? From
I guess
5
it's
years ago.
this person interviewed him in 2015 and
Let's
just
watch.
uploaded it.
We'll
Yeah.
figure it out as we watch.
Okay.
Out with a background in social sciences and had a very early interest spurred by the Beatles from the time that I was 10 years old, not even. We then formed, my
This-
friend and I formed Flower Power Creative. That's based on, got the politics in there, women's rights, the fine arts, music and fine arts, animal rights, the environment, and that's very broadly based so that we can be a hub. The idea for us basically.
This is actually the scene, the deleted scene from Borat.
Oh no.
They're both using hairbrushes.
Yeah. What is this?
Are they gonna put it in post and then they just forgot? CGI?
She's actually using her dildo.
Oh.
Oh.
Working with different people and organizations to bring solutions towards the problems that are facing the world and get them solved.
This shot.
What is
This is like a
It's
scene
like a-
from Twin Peaks.
It's like a Tim and Eric shot for me.
It's amazing when they pan over and Iron Sheik is sprawled out on the bed next to him.
Fuck the tomorrow.
Douglas Levison, you're all right.
This is the clip with the grasshopper dick.
Of all the fucking things that are wrong.
I guess
with
that's
you,
it.
Also,
Weird.
he's also gonna have a grasshopper dick. What's that guy imitating him there? Douglas Levison?
Oh,
This
this
guy, I guess
is
so. Yeah.
Let's see what's happening around gotta keep it quiet. Very quiet. You suck. You're no talent piece of shit. You can't even play.
Okay, not bad. And
Wow.
I guess that's it.
I mean, that's
well.
plenty. What
And
is
then that
this?
first one is
Yeah, what is that?
Oh wait, what is that? We never saw that.
Oh, what is this? His side of the trumpet fight.
Oh, there's all
Hello,
sorts of
world.
content.
This is Planet Jade. This is Jesse and Jeremy, and we have
This
a
isn't
special
the
guest
call?
on the podcast today.
No.
This is a privilege of ours
That was audio
to
only.
talk to
Oh.
Doug Levison. You guys have probably seen
he
the
didn't
video.
even pronounce his name.
Levison.
Oh, he was
Levison.
He was
Not
an
Levinson either.
owl-faced guy, like the version of Steve Allen. Steve Allen, you guys, I met with Audrey Meadows' sister Jane Meadows. I met them at Fifth Avenue.
Even more
one
name
day.
drops.
The nicest people you'd ever meet in your life. But he
Name
was
drops
a legend.
that no one knows from like 40 years ago.
He's Tiny Joe Franklin.
It kind of looks like Joe Franklin.
Oh.
My friends, people playing out here in the street with the trumpets. Sponsored by Strites' Matzahs, my friends.
So there we go. That's Dougie Fresh.
He's got a fresh mouth at the very least.
That's for sure.
All right. I think we were gonna do Shlomo as well. But I feel like if we do Shlomo, this will be one of the longest episodes we've ever done.
We're already 2 hours with this stuff. And Shlomo's his own episode, I think.
Yeah, so we'll definitely, and next month, we could always do another one of these.
Yeah, it's like a cliffhanger.
And we'll kick it off with Shlomo.
As we were doing this show, I just kept thinking of more and more memes that are awesome. So this will be a series.
Yeah.
Like what? Give a tease. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to put
Wait, no, hold on. What was I just?
What meme are you?
I don't know. You'll have to let me
Sorry,
write it all down and think about it.
Write it down. Practice.
I didn't mean to hang you out to dry.
Get a gig.
Listen, I'm trained contemporaneously and not computerly. I don't know anymore. I'm like short circuiting.
Oh.
All right. Well then, I want to thank you again for being a member of the Metal Injection Livecast Star Patreon community. And I want to give a huge thank you to the Iron Sheik, to Douglas Levison, to Hulk Hogan, to anybody with grasshopper dick.
Bullshit, Hulk Hogan.
Baby Daniel.
Yeah.
He can't hear you.
Noah's got heat with him.
Baby Daniel's not our patron. Sadly. He would have been.
Yeah, for sure.
So
Oh, you know who JCVD. That was one that came into my head. And the whole merd thing.
I was gonna say Baby Daniel would be 21 now almost.
Sad.
Old for
14
Rob
years.
Feinstein. What a waste.
Sorry, Rob.
Different
Never had a
Rob.
chance.
Different Rob. I want to just clarify.
Offensive.
Yeah.
Fazil, Uncle, like when we were talking about Rob as a little boy, I remembered Uncle Fazil and Uncle Gana.
Yeah. And you got also behind you Yeshiva Rumbum.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, well that it was for Shlomi.
Oh, okay. And
Oh,
the
yeah, so there's-
Shlomo was the Chacham of metal. Remember that?
That's right.
It's a little teaser for the next one.
Oh, Rob. I think Rob was the Chacham of metal.
Yeah, I was the Haham of metal, according to Shlomo.
He's the one that's called you that. He dubbed you.
Mm-hmm. He first coined the term, indeed. So we got plenty to do. Thank you for being a patron. And, of course, check out the archives. Plenty of fun stuff. If you just hopped on the Patreon bandwagon, there's plenty of bonus episodes in our archives. You could just hit like the bonus tag in the Patreon just to see the bonus ones, not just the video ones. And thank you. Any final words from the gallery?
Yes. Rob, You're a piece of shit.
No good
jab-
motherfuck it.
No good jabroni. Grasshopper dick. Said we never got to hear grasshopper dick. But I don't think he's ever said it out loud. I think he just tweets that.
Okay.
And on that
Sometimes I
note,
get my shtikies confused whether it's you or him.
okay. Good night, everybody.
Happy New Year.